Andrew Tate versus Ethan Klein. If you don't know who Ethan Klein is, he does like podcast shows himself as well as Andrew Tate. He does it from time to time, I believe. But yeah, Andrew Tate is like the complete opposite to Ethan Klein. Don't get me wrong, Ethan Klein is obviously successful. He's got money, but I believe he probably lives a completely different lifestyle. But yeah, I feel like I've come to terms with everything, man. Like, I've been watching, I mean, this year for YouTube and social media has been so big, man. It's been such a life changer, I believe. Someone like Andrew Tate, I mean, I feel like this year on YouTube has been one of the biggest years. I just feel like with what is happening in the world right now, like, you know, the economy's rising. You get someone like Andrew Tate who comes onto social media with his massive presence about, you know, his way of life and what he thinks about the media, who's really running the world, the Matrix, etc. So you listen to this guy and what he's saying, then you start to really, all the hidden truths start to reveal because you start looking for it more. But then you get someone like Ethan Klein, again, he's probably living his day by day, life by life, podcasting, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Very normal guy, probably doesn't go to the gym, doesn't work out, does it? So for me, I feel like you are who you are at the end of the day. You have to have some kind of integrity as a man or as a human being in general. You have to have integrity. You have to understand that not everyone's going to be the same mold as you. Not everyone's going to have the same brain, think the same things, do the same things as you. And again, you can have an opinion on a certain subject, or you can have an opinion on certain someone and the way they act and their characteristics, but you can't dislike them for that. You can't dislike them. You have to have integrity and accept that and accept them for who they are. And I feel like there's just been this ongoing debate on social media of how to be an alpha male. It's like, bro, we're not wolves, bro. Like, we're not animals. We don't live in any animal kingdom. You know, I understand where you're coming from, but be the man you want to be, or be the woman you want to be. You know, don't try and pick on specific groups because they're not that. You know, I understand in all positivity and trying to improve mental health and trying to get away from that kind of false facade that we have today of depression and all these things. Don't get me wrong, it exists, but there are so many things that you can do to nullify it. But I feel like you should do it with integrity. Do it in a positive way. Don't do it in a negative way. And that's where I agree with Andrew Tate sometimes. Sometimes I disagree with him, but we're gonna see what this video has for us. Let's get it.
My dick feels like a piece of wood. Like I have no sensation in my penis. Side effect. And I'm fat, by the way. Also a side effect.
Let's talk about that guy. I don't know which guy. The overweight one. Ethan Klein. Now, I discovered something about Ethan Klein. I was corrected. I said, yeah, you know, Ethan's chance to ever live a life like mine is well past because he's, what, 12, 15 years older than me. And I said that nonchalantly, just looking at pictures of him and guessing his age. Do you know how old Ethan Klein is, Andrew? What year were you born in?
1986.
He was born in 1985. You're the same fucking age as this guy. This guy's your age.
Ethan Klein is like a worst nightmare. You're fat. You're depressed.
You're in your mid-30s.
How is he so? He looks so terrible.
I didn't know this.
I've had 87 pro fights. How the fuck does he look this bad?
He must have tried.
I've been stabbed and I look better than this man. It's a fucking. He looks awful. Wait, let me put him up again. Let me Mr. Producer him again. Guys, close your eyes.
Close your eyes. You don't want to see this.
I told you to close your eyes.
Get that off my screen.
Oh, that is awful.
I know.
That's all.
When you take into account that he's our age, that he fights for censorship, it just makes these things very, very funny. Like you said, this is a chance to show that the people that you listen to and the people that you watch for entertainment are hypocrites, and they are liars, and they are mouthpieces for the machine. So this video is quite old. He would have been about my age when he said this. Now, what I really like is, yeah, you know, my penis doesn't work. I have no sensation in my penis. It's the antidepressants that are doing this. They're also making me fat big sip from a can of soda. Yeah, it's the antidepressants, mate. They're high in calorie, are they? But that explains a lot about him. You have to understand that a man whose penis does not work is the type of man to talk badly about men like me and you. When the other fat guy, who we are going to get to, was complaining that women don't like him and women don't go home with him. Let me tell you something, Ethan Klein and Daz Black. You have to understand that not only are we nice, not only are we charming, not only do women like our company in every single way, plus we're not fat sacks of shit. If you have any respect for women and their freedom of sexual choice, which I genuinely do, you have to understand that women choosing a man after a night out to go home with, they want to enjoy the sexual experience.
People want me to play it again because they said about the sound. You're right. But that's a really
They want to enjoy the sexual experience.
Let's listen to him again talk about how
Oh my days.
I have depression. I'm medicated for that shit. 20 milligrams Lexapro every fucking day. My dick feels like a piece of wood. Like I have no sensation in my penis. Side effect. And I'm fat, by the way. Also a side effect.
Let's pretend that women will always go home with a guy who's ugly, who's an ugly person on the inside, who's rude, who's mean, who's cruel, but they don't choose you because you're fat and overweight. Who cares? Who cares? The sexual experience they will get from going home with you is nothing. It's zero.
My days,
I've got friends who are sexual experts and talk about this stuff. It's not really my. It's not something I preach.
See, this is where it gets weird. This is where it gets weird because I understand what the Tate brothers are saying here. They're saying, listen, what woman on a night out at the end of the night, things have got funky in the club, blah 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 blah. You're single guy. What woman is gonna want to go back to your crib? It doesn't matter. What woman's gonna want to go back with overweight, high calorie, depressed, unworking dick man? Like, and the thing is, it sounds so harsh because you can't speak upon people's mental health. If he has depression, he has depression. If he takes antidepressants, he takes that. And that's just, you got to accept that, you know. To be honest with you, I feel like he can change that if he wanted to. Like, if he put his mind to it and said, you know what, I need to change this. I don't want to be depressed anymore. I don't want to be overweight. He could do that. But the fact that he doesn't want to choose to do that, that's your own problem, buddy. And, you know, that I feel like that's how you should put it to him. But it's weird because I've seen it. You know, you see guys, right? Overweight guys. You see these guys on a night out, right? These guys that aren't that attractive, don't care of their body. They don't take care of their body. Like, I'm telling you, if you took care of your body 3 to 4 times a week, went to the gym, lifted weights, done a bit of cardio, had a balanced diet, you would not be overweight. Screw all this. Oh, but I got my metabolism's low, and I got no. Screw that. If you were going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, eating right, working out, looking after your body, and you had a goal, you wouldn't be overweight. It's as simple as that. You wouldn't be eating crap, shit food. And the thing is, but I still see, you see those pretty women, you see pretty women out there, attractive women out there still going for these guys, and it ain't because they want the sexual experience, it's because they want the money. So again, you can't really speak upon which women or what group of women wouldn't go for you because you don't know that. I've seen good looking women, attractive women going home or with overweight guys that you know for a fact fully well, we know for a fact they don't take care of themselves. So it's hard to have a discussion about that.
Preach about on my platform, but the basis of sexual performance is not collapsing and sweating and dying after 2 minutes of light cardio. That's just the basis of it. So if you actually have any respect for women and think their sexual choices are down to them and they can decide who they have sex with and they have sexual freedom, which I think too, you can't get mad that they don't go home with you. It's like being a car salesman selling broken down, ugly ass cars with no engine that won't move, saying, well, why is everyone buying Ferraris? You are stupid, literally intellectually stupid if you don't understand why women don't want to sleep with you.
Wait. The guy who's trying to say I'm a bad person all day, every day and trying to insult me, his dick doesn't work.
Yeah, his dick doesn't work.
He's my age.
Yeah, he's your age.
He's on antidepressants. And his dick doesn't work.
And he's grossly overweight, even with a dick that worked. I mean, how long is that guy going for?
You know the thing about the antidepressant thing?
Please tell me.
It's interesting to me. If you need no, but it is
super chat. Same Ethan Klein who said women should be conquered.
Conquer with what?
Yeah, exactly. People should know when they're conquered.
Yeah, but your worldview has managed to construct a life which is so miserable and depressing that you need pills to even keep yourself functioning. Why do you think anybody is going to respect your opinion on the world? Because nobody wants to think like you, because if they thought like you, they'd end up like you.
Yeah.
You don't respect the thinking of people who are sad, because people who are sad are not to be emulated. Why would you want to think like a sad person? Why would you want to agree with a person who needs pills to function?
Yeah.
The fact he just said, I'm on antidepressants, that invalidates your entire worldview, friend, because I'm not. We're the same age. My dick works and I'm not on antidepressants. Not a single soul, if God were to come down and give them the choice, whether they could be transported into my body or yours, not a single one would choose to be you. And not one. You lose the game of life.
The guy's got 2 kids. You're going to outlive him by about 25 years plus. Do you not have enough respect for your family and your children to take care of your health on the most fundamental, basic level? It's heartbreaking. As Andrew said in his meeting, we all know that I'm a father.
It is heartbreaking.
You think I am going to get so overweight that I risk having a heart attack and dying at age 42 because I like nacho cheese? I like nacho cheese that much that the time I'm going to spend raising my family has been.
And that's the sad thing about it. If you've got 2 kids, man, wouldn't you want to do the best to your ability as a man and go, do you know what? I'm a father to these kids. I need these kids. I need to be the role model to these kids. I need these kids to have a healthy lifestyle. I want these kids when they grow up to have a good life, healthy lifestyle. You know, imagine your kid. Imagine coming home, right? You sit on the sofa. You just come back from work. It doesn't listen. Whether you've got a biz, it doesn't matter what you do. Come there. Let me crack open a can of full fat Coke. Sit on my ass and watch the soccer game or the football game or whatever you watch, right? Or Friends, whatever. Crack open the thing. Yeah, can you make me the mac and cheese? Yeah, make me the mac and cheese again, please. Yeah, thanks, babe. Yeah, make me the mac and cheese. Eating fucking mac and cheese every day. Eating shit food. Oh, no, I can't be asked to cook tonight. Let's just order a McDonald's. Do you really want your kids to look up at you and be like, oh, wow, that's the role model, right? That's who I want to be. Like, no. Like, you've been put on this earth. You're like a vessel, man. Why not use that vessel to your best your ability? Why not? Why not become the best version of yourself? Have no regrets. Because when you reach the ages of 60, 70 years old, you can look back at your life and go, do you know what? At least I did my best. At least I've done the best of my ability, the best of my capabilities. Surely you would want that. To look back and go, wow, look at my daughters, look at my sons, man. Look at what they became because of me being a good role model. Like, it is sad.
Severely reduced by risk of cardiac arrest and type 2 adult onset diabetes. We're the guys who you think are dangerous?
How do you end up in that terrible a position?
I will tell you the 2 words. His father. I think you should show people this man's father's Twitter interactions and Twitter conversations.
Really?
Sure, let's see what we have.
Ethan Klein's dad, ladies and gentlemen.
Met Models fan, followed by Ethan Klein.
And
that's fine. Okay, so his dad follows some internet model. That's no big deal.
Yeah, that's no big deal. That's okay.
Are you more enthusiastic with your blowjobs there? Disappointing because you're so hot. So this is him on, he's complaining about the OnlyFans content of one of his favorite models.
Look at the number of porn accounts this guy's dad and him follow.
This is a screenshot of some of the porn actresses and OnlyFans girls that Ethan Klein's father interacts with, which means buys content from, begs for videos, and sends support to on Twitter.
There's another screenshot. There's a second screenshot, more pages. I mean, you guys get the picture. It's no surprise to understand that this is why Ethan Klein ended up where he is. These people do not respect you because these are the people who want to influence your opinions. And look at what they do with their free time. I'm telling you, your penis would work much better if you didn't spend 16 hours a day beating it while your wife doesn't have sex with you. Can we get those screenshots of his wife saying, him saying he doesn't get any action from his wife, please? There is a screenshot where he says, I just got the first bit of action that I've had in months when my finger slipped through the toilet paper and slipped up my butthole on the toilet. And his wife says, you shouldn't put this on Twitter. And he says, well, last time you slipped a finger up my butthole was a long time ago. One, you consider action getting your wife to finger your butthole. The reason she doesn't want to have sex with you and the reason your penis doesn't work is you constantly beating your meat. Maybe find a wife who's attractive, who inspires you to have sex with her. Maybe be more of a man for your wife so you can give her a good time and sexually please her in the bedroom. Maybe put down the porn and your life will be happier and more fulfilled. I swear to God, Ethan, this is just good advice coming from a man who has a very healthy relationship with women, who has unlimited sexual access from women, who does not watch porn. You really need to get your mind right, bro.
And he just...
All right, we're going to end it there, man. That's, do you know what? Yeah, that is so sad. Someone that's given up on himself, you know, like... And again, he must not make bad money. Do you know what I mean? He must be doing well for himself. But at the end of the day... I still don't understand how you can be that successful or get to that point without having that mental fortitude to get up and do the work that you're doing. And fair play to him, but it's like, surely you want to become the best version of yourself. Like, you want to be in good shape. You want to be a good role model to people, not just people, but your own children if you've got children. It's like, surely by the age of 30, 35, you want to be in the best shape possible, be a role model to your children if you have any. And it's like, it is heartbreaking. And the thing is, again, the Tristan brothers, they might come across very forthright and very direct, but someone like Ethan will take that on the, he won't take that on the chin and go, he'll start moaning about it and complaining about it, because you're not seeing the hidden message, what they're trying to tell you, man. They're trying to help you. But people like that, people that have that mentality of everyone's always on their back and all these things, like, it's just sad. It's sad to see. It's really sad. And I feel like if he's happy, which again, you're obviously not happy because you're on antidepressants. It's just, I just don't understand. I don't get it. But guys, I just wanted to watch that video, man, because I want to see Ethan Klein's perspective. Maybe we'll do a Ethan Klein reaction to the Tate brothers in the next video. Let me know if you want me to do that. But I just wanted to react to that because you have to have integrity as a person, man. You can't get worked up on what other people think about you, number one. Number two, you should always, again, you might have interests, you might have things that you want, you know, you like doing, but sometimes they're bad things, man. Sometimes they're really bad addictions. They're bad things you shouldn't follow. You should just become the best version of yourself. Learn from people, look up to role models. Absolutely. Become, like, if you have one real good role model in your life, look up to them and become another version of them. Be your version, but become like another page of them, if that makes sense. Because why would you want to, you know, be on this planet, wake up every day and feel like crap and not live your life to the most fulfilled? Like, you could have looked back 30-40 years, you can look back down at your life and go, do you know what, I gave it my all, and you have no regrets at the end of the day. You have no regrets. Look back upon your life and see what you've left behind, that legacy that you've left behind. That's how I see it. But again, you can't, for me, you can't be extreme. You can't shout out negativity to other groups of people and what their beliefs are, because that's just them. And you've just got to accept that as a person and just do you. It's as simple as that.